Welcome, I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV. We're broadcasting from Toronto, Canada, where the conference on Ukrainian reforms is currently underway. UATV, together with Agri-Team Canada, is launching a special series of interviews on the effect and the progress of Ukrainian reforms that are going on in the country right now. And today we're going to be talking about the reform of economic development and the UkraineInvest promotion agency in particular. Together with me in the studio is Ulyana Khromyak. She is the Chairwoman of the Supervisory Board of UkraineInvest. Hello and thank you for joining us.
Hello.
To give a glimpse to our audience about what we're going to talk about, let's watch a little video clip.
Sure.
UkraineInvest is the Ukrainian government's investment promotion agency. It was established in November of 2016 in order to improve the investment environment and to attract foreign direct investment into Ukraine. The mission of UkraineInvest is to continue to attract foreign direct investment into Ukraine in order to enhance the prosperity of the country, create well-paid, high-value-added jobs for our people, and to continue to help facilitate Ukraine's integration into the European economic, political, and security architecture. We've worked very hard over the past 2 years trying to improve the investment environment and to address many of the problems and issues that companies had when they come into the country. We've been very proud of the fact that over the past 2 years, we've been able to unlock over $2 billion of investment from existing investors. And now we have stories to tell new investors that are starting to come into the energy, infrastructure, manufacturing, agro sector, and especially into the innovation technology space. We work directly with investors in terms of understanding their needs, their area of interest, their business. We try to understand their business in order to direct them into the areas and the regions where they are going to be most successful and feel most comfortable in Ukraine. We work directly with local self-governments. We work directly with national agencies in order to address many of the issues that investors confront when they enter the country.
For Scatec Solar, Ukraine is one of the strategic markets. First of all, it's a market which is considered one of the last growing emerging markets in Europe. And for Scatec, it's been strategically important to come back to Europe. Scatec Solar produces utility-size solar projects in Ukraine. The company is really focusing on providing local communities with the projects which we can actually support our sustainable activities in local regions. We are present now in 4 regions of Ukraine: Cherkasy, Nikolaev, Kherson region, and in Kyiv region. Total investment is about 400 million euros currently to date, and we hope to produce 4 large utility-size projects by, let's say, spring of next year.
In Scatec Solar, it's something new for me, and it's changed my life. It's a good experience and knowledge in green energy, because really it's a new way. It's a good way for our future. It's a good way for my child, maybe for next generation. It's right way. I'm very proud, because sometimes I can explain to my parents what is it, how it's work, and what it is this best way.
We at UkraineInvest have strong regional presence. Our relationship managers cover all regions of Ukraine. The main goal of the regional representation is to collect quality investment products, to work closely with existing investors in order to identify their needs, and as well as to increase the capacity building with local state authorities. We have collected about 100 greenfields, more than 80 brownfields, as well as assisted more than 60 existing investors to solve their systemic issues. We have also worked closely with local state authorities to identify clusters and collect existing investors' profiles. I would like to thank our partners with whom we closely worked during these years. First of all, I would like to thank EDGE, Pledge and Promise, Western NS Fund and ULEAD for their support and their understanding and their help to provide it to UkraineInvest.
So UkraineInvest is a government investment promotion agency that is like a phenomenon because it has been so rapidly developing since the year of its creation, which is 2016. And then in 2018, it became a governmental institution. You, as the chairwoman of the Supervisory Board, know all about it. Tell us.
Yes, I'm very proud that basically I was appointed at the very beginning, back in 2016, with a great team. And during these few years, we have created the state institution out of the reforms office. We called it even the startup. We didn't have any capacity at the very beginning, but right now we have great people. We also work closely with a number of the investors. During these couple of years, we have unlocked about 2 billion of US of foreign direct investment, from the existing investors. And we also, work on the systemic problems, helping the existing investors, as well as definitely with the new investors, which are our target audience and target clients. And therefore, we are really happy. Therefore, we are in Canada here in order to speak up to the Canadian investors and promote Ukraine.
Which spheres of Ukrainian economy right now are in urgent need of investment?
We do have 4+1 sector strategy. This is, first of all, it's manufacturing, also energy efficiency. We have agro, because Ukraine is the agrarian country, definitely. And we also consider IT as one of the sectors that is definitely adding value to the other sectors of the economy.
And which sector would you say is the most interesting to foreign investors to allocate finances to?
It really depends because, different investors, they have different needs and appetite. So we try to promote not only these sectors that I have just voiced up, but definitely the other sectors. We work with the big investors as always, and we promote also the possibilities, the potential to the medium companies. So therefore, if the investors are coming to us and they have needs, and they are looking in the sectors that are not in our priority focus, we definitely are going to help them out and to match make them with the relevant potentials in the regions.
How does UkraineInvest help the potential investors or already existing investors? Is there a certain algorithm, or do you have a private approach towards every investor coming in Ukraine?
We work on the case-by-case basis. We position ourselves as a one-stop shop for the investor. Therefore, we have our priority sectors, as well as we have our long list of the clients and a short list of the companies that we are targeting. And we see from what we have experienced for the past few years, the investors, they need individual approach. So we often organize, B2B meetings with the government. We also try to visit them. We work closely with Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with our diplomatic institutions abroad, in order to identify these companies and to promote Ukraine.
Over the 3 years of the existence of UkraineInvest, what would you say is the biggest and the loudest success story in the investment sphere?
Well, we have a number of them, I would say. We have.
Could you pick one?
We have worked recently with General Electric, for example, right? One of the biggest companies. In order, they actually invest in the infrastructure in Ukraine, in the locomotives. So therefore, we had very fruitful cooperation with Ukrzaliznytsia. So this was one of the cases. Also, we are working with a number of companies in the energy efficiency sector, which is a booming sector right now in Ukraine, I would say.
I agree.
And I would say the latest success that we had was we assisted and provided the assistance to the company HEAD. This is the company that produces ski equipment. And we met with the company in Davos last year. And during this past year, we closely worked with this company on their case. And they started their production facility in Vinnytsia. So yes, this is very successful story.
It is.
That we are very
indeed
proud of, because this company is looking to relocate their production facilities from the Eastern Europe and to move their production facilities to Ukraine. And maybe to close even the production cycle, because they are also planning to move their raw material supplier to Ukraine. So this is a great
to move
total yes, production to Ukraine, total cycle. So this is really a great story. In 1 year, the company, from the contact that we met the company and to the product launch, during 1 year, I think it's a great success.
This is sky high fast. If we take a look at the investment flow in Ukraine, is there any possibility to forecast how it's going to look in, let's say, 3 or 5 years, in the nearest future?
How we would like to work with them?
How you like to work with them?
I think we do have the companies right now in our long list and the short list that we work with, and I would say that it's a great interest to Ukraine still. In our portfolio, we have about 4 billion of US.
That's
I think on our table.
Yeah.
It's just the matter of. Some of the companies, the process of the decision making in some of the companies takes a little bit longer than in the others. So therefore, we have to start, working with them, and from the start until the launch of the project, it may take a few years.
A lot has already been done to promote Ukraine in the investment sphere and to make it more attractive to foreign investors. But still, sky is the limit. What else could be done to make Ukraine even more attractive to foreign investors than it is right now already?
I think success stories, they help. And we would like to promote the success stories in the different countries in order to show the other companies that their competitors are in Ukraine. So, and it helps. It helps.
Okay.
So therefore, I think all of us should do something. We do have a team on a regional level that works closely with the existing investors and with the local state authorities in order to identify the quality investment products that we can promote and market abroad, right? We also, I think that's why we are today in Toronto, and I'm very proud that UkraineInvest is one of the co-organizers of Ukraine House Toronto. And I think this is a great platform for networking and for promotion of Ukraine as the investment destination.
Ulyana, thank you so much for coming here, for what you've done, for organizing this beautiful conference, and for coming to our studio.
Thank you very much for inviting, and good luck to all of us.
Thank you. That was Ulyana Khromyak. She is the Chairwoman of the Supervisory Board of UkraineInvest Government Investment Promotion Agency. I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV, broadcasting from Toronto, Canada, where the conference on Ukrainian reforms is currently underway. Stay tuned for more.